Well, our winter weather has sure been filled with unusual elements. We've got fog, we've got thunder.
Everything. You may be wondering what's up with this weather. Well, let's ask your meteorologist, Jacob Dickey.
I have no idea.
Come on.
Well, that's why we brought you
I
in.
know, right?
Oh, man. Okay. We've got some questions.
Yeah, I've liked our weather lately, but today is horrible.
Yeah. We gotta have a bad weather every once in a while, right?
Well.
And always have the good stuff.
Okay.
There always has to be, when you got rainbows, there has to be rain, right?
True.
And how
All
that's
right, fair. That's for
When
sure.
there's mist, you gotta have frizz. So let's talk fog.
Fog.
That's one of our questions today. Why has it been so foggy today?
Yeah, I got a
Jacob?
couple of messages like, why is it so foggy?
Do you really think that was the tone they were using?
You never know with Facebook. Never know with people online. I know they're asking why it was so foggy out there, and that is certainly something we saw earlier in map 2. The fog seems to have lifted here. Very familiar scenario for us. We've been kind of watching some of the IDOT cameras as well to see if there's been any. That one is down by Effingham. Things looking good now, but there was some fog based on the air mass we had in place here. You can see to the east, that green, that's a more warm, humid air mass. We're on the colder and I say drier side. Yes, there's some mist still falling out there, but we're definitely on the cooler side here. And you can see some of that moisture that's in place. Dew points in the mid-50s in Indiana, 30s behind it, that dry air. Well, what happens is oftentimes when you've got those air masses colliding or interacting, you can get some fog. There's still some fog in northern Illinois. Definitely reduced visibility with low clouds. How that happens is we got a cold front coming through. That cold, drier air is simply forcing itself underneath the warm, moist air. There's a little bit of mixture in that, and that cold air is interacting with that warm, moist air, and that's when you can get some fog to develop in situations like that. You gotta have a little bit of a light wind. It doesn't always happen, but with some of the moisture we've had just to the south and east, we've seen it a couple of times besides this one this winter.
I didn't hear thunder today, did you?
I had a couple people message. We heard some. We weren't expecting everyone to hear some. We had some by Farmer City. We had some down towards Effingham reported. So that was not a widespread expectation for us, but certainly had a little bit.
Well, that kind of goes into our next question.
Yeah.
It does.
So our next question is, you mentioned on Facebook the thunder last night could have been louder than normal. How does that happen?
Yeah, so thunder can be different volumes, believe it or not. The thunder itself releases the same amount of loudness, I suppose, but the atmosphere can play tricks with us here on that. Check this graphic out. So I've shown you this before. This is a vertical profile with temperatures. You can see close to the ground, that 40 line there. Plant your eye on 40. That slanted line tells us it's 40 degrees at that line all the way up, but it's slanted just so we can account for different variables. When we look at that, we get colder as we go up, but then we get really warmer here as we get there. That little warm layer there is called an inversion layer. In thunderstorm development, we often talk about a cap being in place. Well, regardless, we had storms in this situation, and that thunder and lightning, of course, the lightning happens below that. It hits the surface oftentimes, and that gives us thunder here. So if we are watching for that then, Heather, if you are standing outside... There you are, Heather. Normally, when thunder and lightning happens, it just spreads evenly in all directions. The sound energy goes everywhere. That inversion layer actually almost acts like a ceiling, and it keeps the sound inside that bottom layer there. So you have the direct path of energy to Heather, but also the energy that spreads upwards and outwards gets reflected back down. And so oftentimes when we have an inversion layer like that, sometimes that sound energy can travel farther and sound almost louder. And that's usually more common when we have inversion layers in the winter and early spring months.
Who knew?
So it's like a little ceiling.
I remember one time the thunder was so loud, I was like, all right, Jesus is coming.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Sometimes it's so loud. Sometimes it's just so loud because we've got so much energy.
Yeah. Okay, final question. How can we learn more about the weather?
Yeah, so I know Heather loves learning about the weather. We got Storm Spotter classes. First one kicks off tonight in Paxton at 6:30. There's the full list there. I've got it updated in the website as well. National Weather Service hosts spotter training classes. You can learn how to spot severe weather, more about things like that. 6:30 at the fire station in Paxton. There's one at a convention center in Effingham. We're going Paris, Decatur, Bloomington, Springfield, Litchfield, Effingham again, Champaign, Danville, DeWitt County. They're all over the place.
Who's hosting these?
This is the National Weather Service.
Okay, so it's not like you teaching them.
No, but I will be at the Paxton one tonight if you want to complain about something. I'll be there.
No.
I'm sure Sarah will be first in
This is
line.
for anyone, right?
Yeah.
Say it again?
These are for anyone?
They're free, yeah. If you have any interest at all, go to our website. You can find a class near you. There's from now through middle of April a lot of classes. They also do, maybe you can't attend one, they have an online class as well.
Okay,
There
we're
you
out of time,
go.
but we love having you.
I'm off Paxton.
Okay, if you would like to ask a question for Jacob, post it on his Facebook page. You can email it to him, or you can even send him a tweet on the Twitter.